Morning everyone, good morning, happy Thursday. How's everybody doing? So yeah, another dark one there this morning. So I suppose after the weekend the mornings are going to start looking a bit brighter, which would be lovely. A bit more point to opening the blinds. Can't even see out. So good, so funny. So yeah, we're nearing Halloween. Kids are getting very excited because they get to wear their outfits, costumes tomorrow, going to school, but no masks allowed and no brooms or whatever it is, whatever else that they have. None of them allowed anyway. This is a bit crooked. Oh yeah, perfect. So how is everybody doing? Any news for me? I'm the one always doing the talking here. I want some news. If you're watching the replay, give us some news. I'm here with my coffee and peppermint oil. Were you watching Sylvia's live yesterday? It was so good. She was talking about faith and fear, and then I did my little video as well. Then after that, I think it was 3 o'clock. I think I did mine. But it was really good, and so she was talking about our fears, and everybody faces them. So when you when you make a decision to set your goal, your goal is going to excite you and scare you all at the same time, because it's something you've never done before, but you can actually see when you achieve it how excited that you're going to be. So you're going to hit all these terror barriers, is what Bob Proctor calls them. So when you hit that terror barrier, you have to be aware of it. You have to be aware that it is a terror barrier. So it's like a wall. Morning, Colleen. It's like a wall that you hit. So when you get to that place, you have to be aware that, okay, this is fear. And when you have fear over something that's getting you closer to your goal, you know that you're going to be growing if you just push through it. You really need to push through that fear. So it was so powerful, because I suppose like we all have lots of different fears. Morning, Marie. We all have so many different fears, and they range from fear of failure to fear of success. Like, people are afraid to be successful. And I was kind of, I can totally see why that would happen, because, and what we do with that is when you progress a little bit. And I was talking to a lady actually about this last night. When she was younger, she progressed really well, and then she was told that she was really good, and then she'd get all nervous and self-sabotage herself, and that's totally so normal for people. So many people do that, and that's a fear of success. So, and then there was another lady, fear of failure, and she starts a lot of things. She would start maybe doing something but never finish it. And then another lady that, I'm determined, I'll always finish something, but she was into everything, So, you can never be good at what you're doing if you're into everything. So, just be mindful that it's great to have stuff that you're interested in. And the same lady was saying, I need to keep busy, and she's doing knitting, and she helps kids, and she helps with domestic violence. She started a psychology course, and she just bought some oils as well, and she wants to learn about them. And there was something else. There was definitely something else, but I was thinking mental, absolutely mental, but an amazing lady, really amazing lady, with a lovely conversation. But yeah, too much going on. So, no time for herself, no time for meditation, no time for kind of looking after herself as well. So, mental, absolutely mental. But I had some fabulous conversations. I actually had a call last night at 11 o'clock last night. And it was just so lovely. She's a night owl, not even a night owl, but she's so busy during the day that she only gets to actually sit down at like 10 o'clock. So I had a chat with her at 11. And so I've had 21 calls since Monday afternoon, 21 calls, and 3 more today. So fabulous. So if you're not on that group, I could see people that are on, but if you're watching the replay, if you're not in Sylvia's group, there's still plenty of time. You can watch the videos back. There's a few people that I was chatting to yesterday, and they haven't watched any of the videos yet. They haven't had a chance, so they're going to catch up between now and the weekend. And the videos, I think, are going to be on until, I think it's Wednesday. They're going to be there. So she'll let us know anyway, no doubt. She'll let us know today. So today she's talking about decision. and how important it is. And the most successful people make decisions very quickly and rarely change their minds, if at all. So you make a decision and you just go with it, and those are the most successful people. So I remember making the decision to join Sylvia in this program, and it was a big decision. It was an investment in myself, and fears, massive fears around it, and I didn't ask anybody's opinion, not one person. I made the decision all by myself, and it's the best decision I ever made. I knew I needed it. I just knew it, and God knows where I'd be if I didn't. Where I'd be if I didn't do this. It's changed me completely, completely. So, you can make. I don't think there's anything, and I don't think there's any such thing as the wrong decision. You just, there's good and bad in absolutely every situation. So, just make your decision and go for it. So that was yesterday, the terror barrier yesterday. Bob Proctor calls the fears the terror barrier, the walls, and to be aware to push through them, jump over them, whatever it is, but don't bounce back off them, because if you bounce off them, you're just going back to your old life, and that the old you pulling you back to safety. And you don't want to do that, because you're going to be happy for a little while. Maybe that day you're going to be like, oh no, I don't have to do that thing, that fear that's outside my comfort zone, I don't have to do that now. So you think you're happy then, but that's very short-lived, it's very temporary. So if you say to yourself, okay, by doing this, it's getting me closer to my goal, and it's going to make me feel good. You're going to know, if you just have a chat with yourself, you're going to know if it's the right thing to do. And usually it is. Usually it's something that we procrastinate on because we just don't want to do it. And it's just the way we're programmed. Then our paradigm doesn't want us to move forward. It wants us to keep us in a little bubble, nice and safe. And the minute you try to step outside your comfort zone, that's when it kicks in and says you're not good enough. You don't know enough, and you might be comparing yourself to somebody else or whatever. So that's what happens. So just remember that, and be aware of your paradigm, your mental chatter. It's always going to be there talking to you. And there was one lady I was talking to last night, and she was trying to tell it to go away. So I was trying to say to her that no, just be aware that it's there and have a chat with it, because it's, it does form some good habits for us. So we don't want it to go away. Yes, obviously we want the negative part of it to go away, but that's not going to happen. So it's you're in control of your thoughts. So you just switch it around, and as soon as negative thought comes into your mind, you could put an elastic band on your wrist, around your wrist. A lot of people do that, and they pull it as soon as a negative thought comes into their mind, or anything to do with themselves, anything negative to do with themselves, whatever it is, anything negative. Pull this, and you won't be long teaching yourself to think negatively for most of the time. So really great idea that is, actually. So I'm not saying be friends with it, but just know that it's there and it's not going away. But it's up to you to change your thoughts. You can switch them around. If it's a negative thought coming into your mind, you just switch it around and turn it into a positive. It's up to you to do that. Okay, so is anybody any questions from yesterday or for anything? There's if you're watching the replay, no, Lady, I can't really see who's on when you don't comment, but let me know how you're doing, and what do you think of the training? Are you enjoying it? Did you have your goal setting call? And they're kind of stopping today, but if you really wanted one, we could fit you in. Definitely, I could fit you in at some stage. It would be afternoon at this stage now, but definitely just let me know, and I will, I'll get you in. Or if you want to, ask me anything, just because you've had a goal setting call with me, that's, it's not, that's it then, you can ask me anything afterwards. Maybe I confused you in some way. I know there was one lady yesterday evening, and she was very distracted on the call, and she kept looking away and looking at somebody else in the room. And then I was getting distracted, and I was kind of fumbling over my words. And she did say at the end, yeah, you confused me. And I felt really bad, because it was, I was trying to explain to her about writing out her list of wants and all that. But I suppose, if there was somebody else in the room that was distracting her, she wasn't really interested in what I had to say. And, it wasn't really going down well. I'd say she just maybe didn't want to put the work in. I don't know. I'm only guessing. That's just my opinion. I don't know. But that was the only one person that was, anything. Every single conversation I've had, the whole 21 calls I've had since Monday afternoon. What was my first one? The first one on Monday was 5 o'clock, and I've had 21 calls since Monday at 5, and absolutely amazing. Like really, really stunning people like that have so many goals and dreams, and really want to progress. Like, you wouldn't be in Sylvia's group if you didn't want to make some changes. So so fabulous. Really, really enjoyed the week. It's not over yet. Today is decision. She'll be talking about decision today, and how important that is, and yeah, so that's kind of it. So if you've no comments or questions, just I think we'll write our list. Oh, I'm doing very well this morning. Okay, perfect. So today is Thursday, the 22nd of October. Today I am grateful for there's actually one lady yesterday that hates writing things down. She has an issue with writing things down, and I can totally see where she's coming from. Before I joined this, I would be like, oh, I couldn't be bothered. I have it in my mind, I know what I want and this and that, but yeah, she found it very hard. So she started doing Reiki, I think it was, or reflex, I think it was Reiki, and there's a lot of journaling in that as well. So she goes, oh, everybody. So for the last few days, so many people have said it to me about journaling. So okay, I'm going to start doing it now. I'm going to start doing it because I was somebody else in that started saying it to her. So writing things down creates so much great energy around it, and it makes you think about it more. And always a blue pen, remember. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, Marie. Always, always, always a blue pen, because there's way better energy around a blue pen. Okay, so the first one we're going to write down is Bob's affirmation for October. 1, I build new ideas that wind me up and move me into action. Towards my goals and dreams. That's it, isn't it? On my goals and dreams, yeah. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, so we'll write 9 more. Fill the page anyway. And then we will send love. Okay. How's everybody getting on? Interesting on the blue pen. My gratitude journal list is like the rainbow. I started writing mine throughout the day. Oh, brilliant, Colleen. That's great. Fair play to you. From day one, even when Sylvia sent her welcome pack, there was a blue pen in the box. And I did wonder what the hell. I was thinking, okay, well, that's just telling me that I have a lot of writing to do. But no, it was blue for a reason. Yeah, so there's more energy, better energy around blue. So, and it's funny, I love blue. Anytime I ever used black, I've never used it since, but anytime I did, it was very messy looking to me. I could never really read what I'd written. So, yeah, no more black for me. Okay, so we'll write a couple more and then we will send love. Okay. Okay, so at the bottom, for this and for more, I am grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, perfect. So, as I always say, write a couple more maybe throughout the day, especially when your energy starts to dip. One lady was asking me last night in the 11 o'clock call, she was saying, so what do I do when my energy, or to increase my vibration? What do I do if, my vibration is low? Because remember, when your vibration is down here and it's low, you're not in alignment with your goal. Morning, Maura. You're not in alignment with your goals, so you need to bring yourself up. So I was telling her gratitude. This is one way, and a major, really important way to raise your vibration. Read your list if it's happening like 2 or 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, whatever in the afternoon. Read your list that you had written that morning. Write down a few more. Listen to your favorite song. Hug your kids. Do something nice. Even meditate. And be aware of it. The quicker you're aware of it, the quicker you get yourself out of it, the better for you. Because negative thoughts for 68 seconds, that's when the universe kicks in and gives you more of that. So the chances of you staying down there for longer is very high. So keep it as short. I know it's look at, nobody can be happy all the time. It's not possible. We have emotions and we have to experience these emotions. But just, if you, because I found before, and even after doing this program, I'd sometimes get into panic mode. And, like I was doing Diamond Club with the oils, where you have to enroll so many people, you have to do so many classes. And, come near the end of the month, if you hadn't all those figures, I would get this panic over me. And it was like this fuzz in my head. And that's when there's something wrong. You need to get out of that. And at the time, I didn't recognize it. I knew it was there, but it made me work harder and nothing was happening. So that was happening to me. So I was working, doing more and more and more in this panic mode, and absolutely nothing was happening. So you have to allow. You really do have to allow. And I was forcing, and that's not happening. So when you're running, nothing works. You need to allow it. And the universe, a great mantra I have, a great affirmation I love is, I trust in the universe. I know the universe is working for me in the background and giving me exactly what I need at exactly the right time. I love saying that because it makes me just feel, okay, I'm getting what I need at exactly the right time. There's no need to panic. Absolutely no need to panic. And if I didn't reach those figures by the end of the month, there's a reason for that. Okay? So that's the way I look at things now. If I'm in panic mode, I'm like, okay, what am I doing wrong here? And then take a step back, walk away from the laptop, and say these affirmations, say them in front of the mirror, say something, but get away from what you're doing, because you're energy is flowing to and through us all the time, but it's not flowing freely if you're in that panic mode. It's not going to flow. You're not going to get ideas, you're not going to get inspirations, and it's the energy you're getting out. The energy you're pushing out is the energy you're getting back. So, you know, there's no law of attraction happening there. There was nothing. So it just doesn't work. So you know, people think they have to work harder to earn more. That's so not true. It's so not true. What about those people that set up courses and they do the videos once and then they sell them? You know, they're making money while they sleep, so they're not working any harder. And you know, what about people, you know, that do these fitness videos and they're doing them because they're doing them anyway? And, you know, people are paying, you know, to do these, and you know, there's so much. People, you know, people think, and I was one of those as well, that have to work more, get your certificates, you know, go to college, you know, get your degrees and all this, and it's so not true. And it's such a pity in school that we're not taught how to be entrepreneurs, set up our own businesses, and how to earn money. It's so sad. It really is. We're taught how to you be successful by getting loads of letters after your name, go to college. And I'm not against, obviously not against college or school or anything like that, but you know, this is what we're taught, that you'll be successful if you go to college, get a load of letters after your name and get a job. You know, get a job on, you know, and work for somebody else and be a follower rather than a leader. So it's a pity really that that's the way it is, but that's just it. So you know, it's up to us to teach our kids that, you know, there's more to life than working for somebody else. You know, you could work for yourself. So remember, we can be, do, have anything we want. I was telling the kids that last night. You can be whatever you want to be, you can do whatever you want to do, and you can have whatever you want to have. And it starts with be. It's not have, be, do, or be, have, do, be. People think, oh, I have to have that money to do that, or I have to have the time to do that. No, you be that person first. So, you know, this is why we visualize, because you're turning into that person that you want to be. So be the person, and then you do, you know, the universe will help your body get into action, and then you'll have it, you know, be, do, have. So yeah, so okay, so let's send love to people that are bothering us. Alrighty, I'm gonna grab an oil. What am I going to grab today? Oh yes, Sylvia was asking me about a high vibrational oil last night. She said, is there any oils that are high vibration? I was like, oh yeah, there's two really high vibrational oils, but they're nice and expensive. They're like 90 odd euros. Okay, so one of them is Salubel, and Salubel is, I think, 92 euros, and this is one that Hannah dropped on me last month, and it smashed all over the floor. But I said, this is good, you know, and she's like, but this is good. You know, you have to get into the habit of saying these things, even if it's not good in your head, but, you know, get into the habit of saying this is good because she didn't cut herself, you know, so this is good. So this is Salubel, and it's a gorgeous blend of frankincense, rose oil. The other one I meant to say is rose oil, actually. But there's rose in this, and I love this because you can put it on the crown of your head to keep you connected to divine. You can also roll it up along your arm. There's a meridian along there that connects to the heart, and you can also rub it on the heart. So what I do with this is amazing for wrinkles as well. It's an amazing deodorant. If you put that on once in the morning, now it's an expensive deodorant. If you put that on once in the morning, you can smell it off you all day long. And you can smell it off your clothes even that night. There is no other odours. It's so powerful. I absolutely love it. So sometimes you might see me doing this. Sometimes I do it and I don't even think. I do it a lot on the coaching calls with Sylvia, because, you know, you're listening and you're like, oh, okay, yeah. And I put it on my wrinkles, my crow's feet here. And oh, I just love it. It's so gorgeous. The smell of it is divine. And then they always say put it on your third eye as well, you know, to your mind's eye. So I put it there on the creases. Oh my god, I absolutely love it. Salubel. So usually there's some month in the year that they give that for free. That's why I have that one, but I got another one actually on my points. So it's you can build up points with the oils. I'm sure most of you have oils, I think, on here anyway, but if you're watching the replay and you don't know about the oils, that's what you can do. So it's really handy way of getting some freebies. Okay, so Salubel is the oil of spiritual insight. So essential oils have been used since antiquity to assist meditation practices, prayer and spiritual worship. So it helps you to be spiritually disconnected. If you're spiritually disconnected, sorry, I was looking at the negative emotions. So if you're spiritually disconnected, if you're burdened, discouraged, spiritual blindness, dark night of the soul. So it'll help you be more hopeful, faith, trust in the divine, grace and still, and help give you a spiritual transformation. So God, I really need to I really need to read that properly. I'm rushing now, that's what's wrong. So I will do a separate video on that anyway. So I love that oil. It's a really, really powerful one. Okay, so let's send love to people that are bothering us. So picture somebody standing in front of you, white light going from your heart to theirs and sending love.
Okay. 800 hours.
Okay, and when you're ready, move on to person number 2. Sorry, that's my little alarm that goes off to, it goes off every hour to tell me to do my mirror work. So apologies. Okay, perfect. So when you're ready, move on to yourself. So picture you standing in front of you, white light going from your heart to yours and sending love. Okay, perfect. So now we ask the universe for guidance. So we'll ask the universe a question that's, it's going to be personal to you. It could be to do with your business, your health, your goal, your family, your house, whatever it is. Make a decision on the color of a wall, whatever it is for you. Ask the question and then let it go. Don't keep thinking about it all day. Where's the answer? Where's the answer? That's coming from a place of lack, and that's not having faith in the universe. You're not believing that the answers will come if you're looking for it. So just let it go and don't think about it. Okay. Okay, perfect. So thank you so much for joining me this morning and your lovely messages, your lovely comments. Let me know how you're doing, and if you know anyone that would like to join this group, please add them in. Send them the link to the group, or invite them to join. Love having new people on. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, and don't forget to watch Sylvia's live today at 11 o'clock, or watch the replay if you're not there for 11. I'll be tagging you all again, and what else? Yes, head over to your mirror after this call and give yourself the compliment. So 5 compliments into each eye. The first 2 compliments are always the same. I love you, you're perfect as you are. And then 3 more compliments, at least, more if you like. And then into the other eye, I love you, you're perfect as you are. And at least 3 more compliments. And actually that was another lady's conversation, with a conversation I had last night as well. She was saying she used to absolutely cringe when she was doing that, as I did. I kept looking away. I couldn't look at myself for the full time that I was doing it. And it was pure automatic. My eyes just automatically just looked away. And 100% we're programmed not to love ourselves. We grew up, we're like, oh, she loves herself, that one, and that was a bad thing, you know. So you know, it's reprogramming the mind, and loving yourself again. So do it, you know, it might be challenging, but do it every morning. This lady finds it so easy now. She really, really does, which is so amazing. I'm so delighted for her. Because she wasn't in the best place the last time I spoke to her, and the difference in her when I spoke to her last night was unbelievable. Her face looked so much more relaxed. She was smiling, and she was the one doing all the talking. You know, it wasn't me. She was telling me everything she's done for the last month, and I was thinking, my God, that's just so amazing. But she's loving it. You know, you can spend and waste your energy on negativity, or you can, you know, turn it around into positivity. And you know, when you're positive, people want to be around you more, and you know, you're in that flow, and you know, people are drawn to you. So it's so much nicer to be thinking positive thoughts than negative thoughts, and it's the same amount of energy. So let's choose positivity. Okay, that's our thought for the day. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching this morning, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Well, I'll be on Sylvia's page later in her group doing a live on decision. And we will see you tomorrow morning on here for our gratitude call. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, yeah, for our gratitude call. All right, girlies, thanks a million. Bye.